I kind of feel pretty lucky to be at a time where it's a little more acceptable and understood to be transgender.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Bailey with less than a week until I go under the knife for top surgery. I figured I'd just talk about like what I'm doing to get ready and hopefully some of the things I'm doing will inspire a list of things that you should do for your surgery preparations. I don't know, words fail me. Let me try that again. Telling you what I'm doing in preparation for my surgery, and hopefully if any of you guys out there are wondering what should be done in preparation for yours, maybe you'll get some inspiration from this. One of the first things is you want to make sure you have a place of recovery. For me, it's going to be with family, and I'm pretty happy it's going to be, because if any of you knew me from way back in the beginning when I first came out, my relationship with family was just kind of messed up. They didn't want to accept, they didn't want to understand, but I'm going to go into that for another video. When you're making arrangements for things like sleeping and of course just anything you might need during the day, keep in mind you're going to have 2 drains on either side of your body that's going to be cleaning out all the yuck after surgery, and you're not going to be able to sleep on your side. You're probably not going to be able to do much movement. You're probably not going to want to do much movement. What I did is I went out and got one of those pillows that has like the armrests on it. I don't know what they're called. I'll put like a picture here or something. And I'm thinking that if I'm sitting up in the single bed or maybe at some point on the couch, that'll be useful to just kind of prop me up. And I won't have to worry about kind of sinking inward and having like the pillows family or whatever. Also a tip that I've seen online a lot is like see what you could reach with kind of T-Rex arms, because from what I've heard, your chest is going to be like in absolute agony. You're not going to be able to lift your arms up. So just make sure that if you need to get something, it's within your T-Rex arm's reach. Now obviously, feeling and recovery will vary from person to person. I don't know how I'm going to react yet. You want to be prepared. Clothing is another interesting thing. Button-down shirts are going to be your best friend for this. Like obviously this was just something I found at a thrift store a while back, and I just happen to like it because it makes me look even gayer than I am. But things like flannel, things like, I'm a person who wears a lot of vests, so I'm sure those will be useful. Zip-up hoodies, basically anything you could put on and join in the front, nothing that goes over your head and you'll have to lift your arms up for, because let's face it, you probably won't be able to do that. I've also gotten a couple pairs of sweatpants, pajama pants, whatever, because obviously for the first week or so, I'm not going to be able to go places. I'm not really going to want to go places. So just kind of preparing for a crazy lounge around the house. Now, of course, a big question, what do you do to keep your mind busy? Well, for me, one of the things is catching up on TV shows. One of those TV shows is Doctor Who, and yes, I am holding on from the Tennant days. That's how far behind I am. I can't sit and binge watch, guys. Luckily, a relative of mine has all the DVDs, and they're lending them to me, and I'm going to be able to hopefully breeze through the majority of this series. I'm probably going to compile a list of movies I want to watch. I'm not much of a person to just sit and watch stuff constantly, so the fact that I'm not going to really be able to move much will be an interesting experience for this. I definitely have a ton of books that I either have to finish or I need to start. A couple of things here, for example, this one I got a long time ago. It's called Does Jesus Really Love Me by Jeff Chu. Basically a gay guy who goes across the whole country just kind of finding out people's views of religion and their views of LGBT people, homosexuality in particular. Laura Jane Grace's autobiography. I really can't wait to get cracking on this. Maybe in the future I'll have like kind of a talk about my favorite LGBT related books. I mean, obviously I don't have all LGBT related books. Like there's one, All You Need to Know About the Music Business, and of course Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It's been out for fucking how long, and I don't have time to read, guys. You know, when I get bored of reading or watching, I'll have books like this, these little brain puzzles. I have a Sudoku book somewhere in the other room. I plan to have my guitars, my ukulele, try to work on some music while I can. And you know what? Maybe I'll work on some writing. Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face with that one. And another thing for preparations, food. food, and physical fitness. Obviously, you don't have to be like super buff to get top surgery. There's plenty of trans guys and non-binary masculine people who are going through top surgery and they're pretty overweight. Then there are those that just have a very lean body and it's not really overweight, it's just not muscular either. For me, I've been trying to get in a little bit more of workouts. I have a long way to go with a lot of it. One thing I have been doing is trying to at least eat healthier. I've got this little app, it's this thing, it's called Track. I think that's what it's called, I don't know, that's what it says on the home screen. And basically what you do with it is you log whatever you've eaten. It's just after midnight, so I obviously haven't logged in anything yet for today. It tells you your calories, you can log exercise, it will show you things like, the total fat you've eaten, sugars for that day, stuff like that. And it has helped me keep track of how I'm doing in terms of what I'm putting into my body. I've heard that, and I've actually gotten some advice on this too, once you've had your surgery and you're healing, you want to try to avoid processed junk food for as long as you can. Fruits, vegetables, anything that's not, in like ridiculous plastic packaging or whatever. And hopefully I'll just be able to tackle that easily. Alright guys, I plan to talk a little more about my upcoming surgery, and of course document before and after and all that fun stuff in between. Alright guys, I'll see ya.